What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. War Damn Eagle. Today we are playing the TCU Horned Frogs. Texas Christian University, the team LaDainian Tomlinson played for. If you didn't know that, that's a fun fact. That might be the best player that ever played there. But it is our first road game of the year. I'm looking forward to it. I hope they play like they did in the national championship a few years ago. I hope the SEC, just because we're the SEC, is able to just obliterate them. But, but damn, Kansas State, 31-10, big victory right there. A&M's defense is doing some damage defensively. They won the player of the week for defense. Brock Vandergriff, 508 yards, 6 touchdowns. I don't want to see him again. That man completed like 99.9% of his passes against me last time. Kentucky was something different last season. 31-20, big win for the Aggies over Notre Dame. Notre Dame was a playoff team last season, and the Aggies just went out there and embarrassed them. Not really, it was 11 points, but you get the point. Michigan at Oklahoma, Oklahoma State at Oregon, Notre Dame at Miami. Hopefully they can bounce back. Houston at Rutgers. There's a updated top 25. Auburn is ranked 3rd. Oregon, Ohio State, Auburn, Michigan, Miami, Wake Forest, Kentucky, Texas A&M, Georgia, and Tuscaloosa are your top 10. Again, on this channel, we do not call them by their name until the game, until the Iron Bowl. That will be the only game that we talk about. All right, but I did notice the Texas wasn't in the top 10. So we're going to check this out. Texas lost to Louisville. Arch Manning's first start of his entire career, they lost to Louisville. Again, horns down on that one, man. Horns down on that. I cannot support that. Arch Manning should be the best quarterback. Hopefully, man. Hopefully I'm right, but he should be the best quarterback in college football one day. I thought when he was in high school that whoever signed him guaranteed themselves a national championship, but that is not the case in college football 25 now, is it? So I'm going to get out of the way. Hope y'all enjoy the game. A like and a subscribe means the world to me, and let's get into this.
Anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will have plenty from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out.
Firing, it's second down. Looking for a man, it's Stone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love.
We're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
Shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
We saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Really big play.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Breaks the tackle. He's here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
This time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Second and long from the 12. Off play action. Trying to get to him. Slips away.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats.
First quarter, David, I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now there's still
some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust.
Feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back and pass, make him onto the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackled after picking it this one.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game. Being
first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Excellent job working through the
effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
He's got it on the right. Open runway ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
USF. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys.
When you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize.
The play action fake. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. This one's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to square.
Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
He'll pull it down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this. Had to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Explosive play. You're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Make some plays and really go for it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think his play caller is right.
And the onto the field. Dropping back, it's Stone. They're working that left side. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and
Head of downs. On the run, it's Cook.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll run it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on.
Double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play. For the wide receiver, because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the 1st down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive.
They're all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. White going to attack through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And they... He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players in. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarter.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Going over the top. And he's got it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him. He catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
By 7 over Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The defense in 14. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job.
Saw how it just frees the 2nd level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And this is
3-4 yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Using the quick game. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
On the ground, it's Cross. Got the first down to get him down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Fakes his man out. Knocked down. They'll go to the ground. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can find yard line. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it down the middle. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. To the air, it's Stone. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everything down. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On second down, wants to throw it. Gonna take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And the clock is down to 8. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration of the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Probably out of field goal range, David. Maybe time for one more shot.
Desperation time. You got to dial up what you practice, whether it's the throw, Jesse, and a bunch of laterals, or you're chucking this thing as far as you can throw it.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to just do something crazy to end up winning this game. But I'll tell you what, we've seen weird things happen in college football.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. And there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Well, that just happened. I cannot explain how bad our defense just played. 92% completion percent. This is the Kentucky game from last season all over again. Like, you cannot let anybody, any quarterback ever, any quarterback that's completing that many, like we completed 52%, but any quarterback in the world, if they're completing 97% of their freaking passes, they're definitely going to win. Oh my God. I don't know. I can't explain why Cobb only got 1 carry in the game. He was subbed out the entire game. He must have got hurt early and I just did not notice it. Well, we missed him big in this game. We couldn't run the ball. We couldn't complete anything. Simmons was a bright spot. Michael Riley was a bright spot. Cam Coleman had a big touchdown towards the end of the game, but I thought that might have been enough, but it wasn't. It just wasn't. TCU played like that was their national championship. That was their game of the year right there. That better put them on the map. Well, we shouldn't have got any XP for that performance, if I'm being honest. Our championship contender went from A plus to just an A. At least we're not out of the SEC championship picture. That was an out of conference game. I wouldn't be surprised if we just lost all the recruits. This was just a total embarrassing game. If you liked it, though, subscribe for more, because you never know what might happen when we play South Alabama tomorrow. Man, we got to make an example out of them, but I'm out of here.